What's up, E? Okay, so today, I'm going to film my April reading wrap-up. Catch my breath, because I just sat down. I just let the puppy out. I'm watching the puppy right now, little Yona. That means, in Cherokee, that means bear. Which is also my brother's Cherokee name, but he was not named after my brother. But anyway, April reading wrap-up. Let's get to it. First of all, okay, so I read some books on Kindle, so my Kindle's on top. But here are the books I read in April. I read, let me count them. Ooh, a big stack. And look at that thickum right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I read 14. Let me check. All right, I read 14 books and DNF'd one of them. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so I would do these in order, but I read some on the Kindle, and I just have pictures of them on my phone, so I'll get to them at the end. But I read Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones. This was a super good read. I gave it 4.25 to 4.5 stars right in there. It was a super good read. It was about Jade is Back. This is actually a sequel to one of my favorite books I read last year. That book was called My Heart is a Chainsaw. You can hear the dog playing with his toy. But anyway, this book was like a sequel to that, and we're back in Prufrock. Jade is back as a new name, Jennifer, and there's a new serial killer in town who Jade and her best friend Lena and like the police have to kind of solve and uncover, and it's super good. I highly recommend it. I like this one a little better than the first one. The first one was such a slow burn, and then this one is like right off the bat. Like, it was go, go, go the whole time. So I really appreciated that. I really liked it. I can't wait for the third book. Yeah, I really liked it, and I recommend. Then I finished Culty by Mariana Zapata. I really liked this book. My sister and my mom didn't finish it, and my sister did finish it, but she didn't like it. But I really liked it. I bought 2 more Mariana Zapata books on my Kindle, and I will be reading those. I have the audiobooks to them, so I will be reading those. But I definitely want to get through the Mariana Zapata back catalog and start being a fan of Mariana Zapata because I really liked Culty. So I recommend this book if you are into slow burn romances and maybe a little bit of sports. Okay, the third book is Stephen King's It. Look at this thick daddy. If you watch my weekly reading vlogs, you know that I read this book and it's super good. The build-up is a lot better than the ending, I will say. I probably won't read this book again because of that. I'll just watch the movies. The new movies especially are better than the book. The old movie, the old miniseries with Tim Curry, and the 2 new movies are so much better than the book. Honestly, you read the book kind of for like novelty value and like just to say you've read it because it's so long. But honestly, you can skip the book and just watch the movies and get the story in. The movies are a lot better. But anyway, the book is thick. It's 1,153 pages. Don't really recommend it, but I do like Stephen King. I like the Stephen King movies, but I have only read Carrie and It out of his catalog. But I plan on reading more, so I will get to those. But yeah, It. I gave it 3.5 stars. Then I read Go Ask Alice. This book was recommended to me by my mom, like in middle school, high school. I don't really remember, but I never read it. And then I finally did, and I really liked it. So I want to read the other journal books by, I think, Anonymous. But yeah, there's more journal books, and I definitely want to read them. So yeah, Go Ask Alice. I don't remember what I rated that. I think 4 stars. Then a 5-star read. I read She Gets the Girl. My cousin Charlene gave me this book. Be nice. My cousin Charlene gave me this book for Christmas, and I finally got to read it. 5 stars. I really liked it. It's a fun, wholesome lesbian romance, and yeah, I really liked it, so I recommend it. Then I read a library book, Be More Chill, the graphic novel. This only took me like an hour to read, but I have read the actual novel. The novel I read in like middle school, and I really enjoyed it, so I highly recommend Be More Chill, the graphic novel. If you like the novel, I would read the novel first, though. It's also a Broadway musical, so if you're a fan of the musical, I would definitely read the graphic novel and the novel. This is a good story. I really liked it, and I can't wait to read the novel again, and maybe one day watch the Broadway musical. Then I read It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us. I liked It Starts With Us for sure, but It Ends With Us was super good. I liked both of them. I think they were both super good. I am excited to read the rest of the Colleen Hoover back catalog. Colleen Hoover, not Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover back catalog, and I really thoroughly enjoyed these books. I gave them both. I gave this one 4.5 stars and this one 4 stars. Then I'll get to my Kindle reads. Last night I read this book. It was actually a graphic, or it's a novella, but it's only 23, 25 pages. I don't remember. But so it's not really a novella. It's more of like a short story, but there are chapters, so maybe that's why it's a novella. But it's called There Are Monsters Here by Cameron Chaney. I actually subscribe to his YouTube channel. I forget what it's called, but yeah, look up Cameron Chaney maybe, and it'll show it. But I liked this book. I gave it 4 stars. Did it deserve 4 stars? I don't know, but it was a entertaining story. I liked it. But I didn't want to give a low rating because he is an independent author and this was his first book, and I like his YouTube channel. So definitely check out There Are Monsters Here. Okay, and then one book I did DNF. It is a book. I have it on my Kindle. I actually bought it before. Here we go. Sacred Earth, Sacred Soul by John Philip Newell. This book I thought was really, looked really interesting. It says Celtic wisdom for reawakening what are You okay? He ran into the door. Celtic wisdom for reawakening to what our souls know and healing the world. I thought that sounded so good, like reconnecting with nature, Celtic wisdom, like stuff like that. But it ended up being super Christian and actually really pro-Catholic, which I'm like, not for me. So I only read like 100 pages and I had to DNF it. Wasn't for me, wasn't meant for me. I just couldn't do it. And I think that's all that's on Kindle. Let me check. Yep, I think that's all that's on Kindle. Okay, and then ones I checked out from the library, I'll show the color version on this phone. Secluded Cabin, Sleep 6 by Lisa Unger? I'm not sure. But it was super good. I think I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. It was super entertaining, super fast paced. Definitely give this one a read. Then my mom, my sister, and I have a monthly book club, which might be ending because my mom doesn't really want to do it. Shady. But it was called This Is How I Lied by Heather Gudenkoff. It was super good. I liked it. I think I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it. A little mystery. Kind of liked it. Then I read My Sister the Serial Killer by Lincoln Braithwaite. It was okay. I think I gave it 3 stars. I gave it 3 stars because it started off really good and then kind of fizzled out. So I don't like it when stories fizzle out like that. I like the ending to be just as a bang as the beginning, and it really wasn't. So, and then I read Finding Me by Michelle Knight. This was about the Cleveland kidnappings. She was the girl who was kidnapped for the longest amount of time, and it's just absolutely horrific. Definitely check the trigger warnings if you're going to read it. It's terrible, terrible what she went through and the other girls went through. Ariel Castro, he is bad. Bad guy. So I really appreciate Michelle telling her story. It's an important story to tell, and I'm glad she wrote this book. I also read the sequel by Michelle Knight, Life After Darkness. As you can see, she cut her hair, she got tattoos, she is reclaiming her life, and I'm really happy for her. It was super inspiring, and I'm so glad that she kind of found some peace with everything. She said she's not really over it so far, and I don't blame her. How can you overcome that, you know? But she's doing her best, and she's done a really good job, and it's super inspiring. So go Michelle Knight. So yeah, those were the 1 DNF and 14 books I read this month. Did I say 14? Yeah, 14 books and 1 DNF. So 15 books altogether. I read a lot this month. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't read December, January, February, March, any of those months. I read like 1 book through all those months and like parts of books. I read a little bit of Culty and like, that's it. So I'm really proud of myself for coming out of my reading slump and really dedicating myself to reading. I'm really happy with what I accomplished, and I can't wait to read more. I'm going to upload this video first, and then I'm going to upload my April TBR after that. I think both videos will come today. One might come tomorrow, though. I'm not really sure. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you could, please. And thank you so much. Peace.